Hollywood has always been a mecca for the extreme. Sometimes the blur of reality and fantasy can be skewed. Tonight, the incredible story of Frances Bavier. Frances Bavier was an American stage and television actress. Originally from the New York theater, she worked in film and television throughout the 1950s until the 1970s. In 1951, Bavier appeared in the film The Day the Earth Stood Still as Mrs. Barley. She worked regularly in film and television, later playing Helen Harley in The Man in the Attic. Best known for her role as Aunt Bee on The Andy Griffith Show and Mayberry RFD, Bavier won the Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress in 1967. But there was a side to this wholesome actress that few ever saw. In 1957, Bavier took a vacation to the Congo after a successful series of television programs like It's a Great Life and The Eve Arden Show. Bavier spent most of her vacation exploring the land. On her journey, she met a young man named Bukoya. Soon the couple was inseparable. Even though Bukoya was 32 years her junior and a full 12 inches shorter, their relationship blossomed into love. Bukoya returned with her to the United States. Though they were never legally married, they spent the next 35 years together. In 1960, Bavier was given the role as Aunt Bee on The Andy Griffith Show. For Bavier, her relationship with Bukoya, now renamed Roscoe Jenkins, had to be a closely guarded secret. In the 1960s, an interracial couple was scandalous. In addition, the star of the program, Andy Griffith, was known for his racial discrimination. For the time, their secret was safe. Roscoe never left the couple's Tarzana home. But in 1964, news had leaked out about the affair. Thanks to the producers and publicists, the news never made it to the media. But this did not mean the trouble was over. Andy Griffith was outraged over the news. Due to the popularity of the character, Bavier kept her job. But a lifetime rift fell between Bavier and Griffith. A rift that lasted until the last year of Bavier's life. In 1968, the Griffith Show ended. Bavier went on to the spin-off show Mayberry RFD, and then fell from the public's view. She returned to the screen in the film Benji in 1974. Jenkins and Bavier moved to Siler City, North Carolina in 1972. Although Bavier was active and outgoing, Jenkins kept to himself in the home. In 1989, Bavier was admitted to Chatham Hospital, where she was kept in the coronary care unit for 2 weeks. She was discharged on December 4, 1989, and died in her home 2 days later, 8 days before her 87th birthday. Bavier had no will. Later the following month, Bavier's nephew Horace and niece Phyllis claimed and were granted her estate. When the sheriff arrived to evict Jenkins, he was told a very different story. Jenkins told the police about the years of abuse at the hands of Bavier. He showed the police the cell that he was kept in when Bavier thought he needed discipline. In 1957, Bukoya was in fact sold to Bavier by an opposing tribesman named Kolekoya. Bukoya was told by Bavier that if he tried to escape, he would be hunted down and killed by the police. With the help of the ACLU, Jenkins won a court case and was granted the Siler City home as well as Bavier's cash and investments equaling over $38,000. Jenkins planned to return to the Congo to seek his revenge on Kolekoya, but learned that he had been eaten by a tiger 8 years earlier. Instead, he spent the next few years squandering his newfound wealth on alcohol, drugs, and prostitutes. Jenkins' life continued to spiral down as he sold his home and eventually lived on the streets. In 1994, he was found dead in a ditch less than a mile from Chatham Hospital. In his pocket was the last of his money, $14.23. Frances Bavière and Roscoe Jenkins. Myth or legend?